Mhm.
Okay, we are live. Good morning, everyone from Brisbane, Australia. Today we are three moms again, doing our regular Wednesday live, but this time we are doing it differently. So we are from our comfort of our own home. I'm going to talk about what is most interested to a lot of people, the passive income, but we are not only going to touch on that, and active income as well. So what is passive and active income? If the especially the passive income is really the buzzword people everyone aiming for. If you're interested to know about it, stick around and we'll do that. So before we begin our main topic of today, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Tashi, mom of three from Brisbane, Australia. I moved here in 2017, and when we moved here for our kids, their future, and but as the life went on here, trying to survive, paying bills and everything, we were just working after work, doing multiple jobs, doing everything under the sun that's bringing income to the table, and missing out on our kids' present. Even though we were together, we were missing out on their present, not helping with sidewards reading or not helping with homework. We were always struggling and trying to do jobs, from making to different jobs and trying to bring in income. So that was our life, and that's when I realized that I needed something flexible to do so that I can be more present for my girls, and um, yeah, still build their future. So that's when I looked into online business. I now live a flexible life. I'm today my kids all started school, but so that's why I'm alone at home. But usually I do the pickup, I drop up them, and I only work like 15 hours a week. So that flexibility is priceless. It's valuable in case of mom of three's life. And now I help busy immigrant moms who are struggling, who struggled like me, and who are looking for flexible income source to move online, like who has no clue how to go about but still want something to earn and not miss out on their present. I do help people like that by providing simple tools, trainings, and mentorship, and all the community support. So that's about me, and from me, I'll now let Lavani introduce herself to our audience. So whoever is watching live and who will be watching live, it's important to know us before we try to explain what the things we know about the business. Thank you. You.
Okay. Thank you, Tashi. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or whoever watching us or who going to watch us later replay. So, welcome everyone. My name is Laboni. I live in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. So I'm a mother. I have a one son, and I'm a wife as well. I'm doing part time. I can say it's full time because sometimes I pick shift and I do agency job, and I can say full time healthcare worker. And as a plan B, I have started. It's now 1 year. This online digital business, and I'm running this business very successfully. And why I start this business, because as I said, I am doing healthcare job, sometimes part-time, sometimes I have to pick up shift for extra money, because today we are going to talk about active and passive income. So when I do shift picking from agency, it became a full-time job for me, and I have a part-time permanent job. So yeah, that's my lifestyle at the moment, Tashi. You want That's my introduction.
Okay, thank you so much, Lavani. Yeah, it's interesting how we can, when we talk about going to talk about income, how we can straight away link to a lot of experiences we have. So if you guys are interested to hear about all that, stick around. Yeah, we're going to share more about in depth about those things. Yeah, Rebecca, if you could introduce yourself, also share why you started this business and how you can help your audience.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Tashi. Thank you so much, Labodi. And I'm so excited to be here all the time, especially if I'm talking about this business with my fellow moms. I get so excited because I love sharing this. So, for for those who knows me, they know me as Mentor Bex. So I am the face of Lee and Bex Urbina. So welcome everyone for those who are watching us live. So welcome to our live. So stick around because we have a good topic to discuss today. So yes, why did I start this business? Is I found myself in a position where I can't go to work. Like a traditional job suddenly didn't work for me because my family, we used to live in New Zealand. And in 2022, we moved here. My husband started working as a travel nurse. So that means he is away from home like at least 3 months, 3.5 months at the time. And my field of work is also in the medical shift work, rostered shift suddenly doesn't work because I have a 7 year old daughter now who needs to go to school, who have after school activities, and I need to be there to look after her. And with my husband being away from home, like I'm not flexible with time, and I tried applying for a job, but not many wanted to really employ me because I'm not flexible. I'm not available anytime. And I think here in Australia, it's very very big that you are available anytime for work. So a mom like me who used to work a lot, earning her own income, supporting herself, suddenly in a position wherein she doesn't have any income. And then and I said like it's so difficult because I got used to my having my own money and all of that. So that's why I started looking for something really flexible, and then that's how I found this business that I can do from home even when my daughter is in school right now, and I am here doing this business. So I love the flexibility. It fits around my motherhood so much. And yeah, so that's how I get started to this business. And yeah, I'm never going to look back. I love this so much. So yeah. So that's
Of course,
me.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
of
want to
course we
add
do.
because I think I forgot to tell you why I start this business. So why
Okay.
I start this business? When I started my introduction, I said the first I do also agency job for the
Yeah.
extra income. So sometimes I don't want to do that because when the bills comes too much, like too many bills, to make up all the bills and all the expenses to be balanced, I need to do extra. So I was fed up to do that since I started my healthcare job because I want to give more time for my family and for my son. I was missing the milestones when he was growing up, and still he's only just 4 years old. I have to beside of him, and I have to decide what I need to do: extra income or extra time for family. So in between, I choose extra time for my family, and to be a substitute, like as a plan B, I started this business so I can replace my agency job with this business. That's why I started this business. Thank you, Tashi.
Smart move. Thank you. Smart move. Yeah, it is truth. It is truth. Yeah, what you mentioned, like even if you have the best job, that your dream job, that you wanted to have it for a long time, that there will be a days where you don't feel like going to job work. Sometimes your kids can be sick and you cannot go, but most of the time, like if your kids, if even your job is perfect, like for me my library job is perfect. I always wanted to have some work in the library, and even now I say, even if I have no requirement for the money from job, even if I am living full from my online business, I'll still do the library job, maybe volunteer one day, because this is something that I wanted to do from as a kid. So I got this dream job, and my people there, even the roster team, everyone's so amazing. They are so understanding, all moms. They know that you will need that flexibility. If you ask for short shift, they will give you short shift. If you ask for long, they will yeah, customize everything as per your requirement. Still there are times when like I don't feel like waking up and go to job work, because it's it's like that. It's not only the work that you like or hate, it's the sometimes the motivation in you. So yeah, looking for your, that's a good big reason to switch for another thing. So now we're going to talk about our main topic for the day, active income and passive income. I'll start with Lebony and then maybe myself.
Okay, thank you, Tashi, for the amazing question, because it's a very important nowadays, because we live in Australia and day by day we have a hardship coming up sometimes, that if we don't work, we don't have money. So what does means active income and passive income? I just tell that one very shortly. Active income means like when you work, you will get paid, and when you don't work, there is no money. And the passive income is very different to the active income, which is like passive income is making or building something, which will building something, then it will keep paying you again and again in future. So passive income is like that, maybe you working for that now, maybe you're not getting that much money that you wanted, but in future there is a very much potential for income. So like for moms and for who working full time, or they want to change their position, or they want a little bit more flexibility, or wants a plan B, want to reduce their working hours, like me, I wanted to reduce my hours, and I want to substitute something that can help to replace my second job, like that. So that's why I started this business. So passive income is very good choice for the moms and for the busy professional, or whoever wants to do something for their future. And to be honest, our where I'm at the moment, which business we are doing, it is very much successful. Every stories in this business, that passive income people are earning so much passive income, and they don't need active income now.
Yeah.
So they are replacing, they are not working, they are full time doing this business, and their passive income is replacing their lifestyle. So I think for my side, if you have a correct system or proven system, that we are at the moment we are doing this business with a proven system, we have a video based training, and we have a mentorship, lifetime mentorship, we have a strong community to help us. So we are every day learning, every day helping everyone to grow day by day. So that is the and you, if you really wanted to do something in your future, wanted to cut your hours, or wanted to slowly grow something for your future, passive income is the best choice, and online is the best option to do that. Thank you, Tashi.
Thank you. Um, yeah, that's seriously the best choice, and the buzzword for everyone these days is passive income. Active income is very common. Everyone's doing that. Active
Mm.
income you defined as if you're working for it and making money. And I want to give some example, like because you already defined both the terms. I thought I'll just throw some examples so that the points are made clearly. Um, Investing and shares,
Mm-hmm.
investing, ETFs, and investing in properties like house rentals, people believe that these are also active passive incomes, because after some time then you don't have to work, but you get income from shares and all that in form of dividends and rentals. But I still think that there are a lot of work involved in doing the, especially rentals. It's big job, it's a full-time job. So if you get earning from rentals, I won't say it's a passive, because you're still doing lots of repairs, heartache,
Mm.
fighting with your tenants, and like lots of maintenance and all that. So that won't be called passive. But shares, dividend, if you don't have to touch it, if you invest in something and just, so example, ETFs are very popular. If you're investing a lot of money in ETFs and then getting some dividends, but to get the dividends to the amount that you are able to live on to from it, it has to be really massive income, like very massive investment. Otherwise, like for $3,000 investment, you'll only get like 60 70 per quarter. That's not going to change anything in your life. So those things are because of the nature of requiring a lot of investment. Or even though investing in shares and ETFs and bonds can be your long term um, passive income source, and likewise putting your money in the bank for interest, those things, to be able to just not do anything. So passive income by definition means your money is working for you, you're not doing anything, you are not lifting your finger to make money.
Mm.
So that way, if you have to make money from money like that, you really need like big chunk of money capital to invest and get money from that. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to live on to income from those things. But in our business, our passive income, we start with same investment, everyone starts with same investment, and
Mm-hmm.
then you're reaching to that goal in 5 to 10 years. There are people reaching in 5 years, but that's really like maybe 2 to 3%. But there are a lot of people reaching in 10 years, because we've been only in market like in our on as an online business like 10 years. So like in 9 years, may- maybe 30% of people reaching the passive income stage. So like looking at that starts, for me, if I can get to passive income in 15 years, it's good enough. Because 15 years, because before you retire, even that will be still be working. If you're still working 9 to 5 in 15 years, because you didn't never worked on making any money from business, or never worked or laid foundation for earning passive income, you will not have any passive income. But if you do the business and never quit, you're going to have passive income in 5 to 10 years. So that's worth it, and that's what we are heading towards. So passive income is when you can earn from your investment without doing anything, and that's possible if you switch to online business. But I'm not saying all the online business, whatever it is, going to lead to that. Because even influencer, like with a lot of followers with big followings and all that, you have to keep producing content. As soon as your content's not there, your income is going to drip. And also, like just few days before, I read on Ryan, who was YouTuber child's toy review, like YouTuber one number one on now on YouTube before. Now he's struggling to keep it up, because he grew, he cannot play with toys, and his followers now no longer like to watch him playing on the toys, because video games and all evolving. Likewise, if you have digital products to sell, it can easily be dated soon, because technology changes so soon. If you are
Mm.
putting up a Canva course, Canva changes every day. There's every single day there's some change coming up. Every single day there's one app changing, inside something adding, and the video editor last year and this year is so different. So that's why, even if you sell now, people say that digital products, selling digital products, create one digital product and selling over and over and over is passive income. But then good luck if you have a buyer, because after some time it can easily get dated, outdated. And then if you do, unless you can write a novel like Jeffrey Archer, or yeah, all this Jane then Charles Dickens and all those like classic novel, then people will keep on buying, then that can be your passive income. Otherwise, they have to be we have to be really clear about what is passive and what is active. So um a lot of passive income that people think that passive income are really actually need work to still keep on doing work on. So that's why our business, we have really big potential for passive income generation in like long, not long run. Yeah, thank you. That's from me. Rebecca, if you want to, yeah, share your share. Thank you.
Yeah. So for me, I think this topic really relates to me a lot, to my experience, because as we said before, active income is is something that you earn in exchange of your time. So you need to physically do the work, and you need to be physically present for it, so you can earn that income. However, in my case, my active income stop when I no longer am able
Yeah.
to work. And so, as I was saying before, suddenly I am no longer in that position wherein I can support myself. I have to defend to my husband's income, because I can't go to work and I don't have an income. So that's what an active income is. So, whereas passive income, how do I relate this to my life? Is if I put it into analogy, it's like planting a tree. So when you start something, so you plant the seed, it's not going to bear the fruit overnight. And this is what we keep on saying about our journey here. So this is not an overnight success. This is not like a rich a quick scheme that's gonna happen overnight for us. So at the beginning, you need to plant that seed. You need to nurture it. So we keep on showing up for it, and eventually it's going to bear fruit. So if I relate it into passive income, so that's how it goes for us. We are planting the seed now, and eventually, once we get into to the system, we know the system, and we've learned everything about it, and all of that. Then that's when we start producing those incomes. So that's not passive. And what I love about our system altogether is the beautiful automation that we have in our. So Warren Buffett once said that if you can't make an income while you are sleeping, then you're gonna be working for the rest of your life. So that's what he said, and that really I think about that a lot. And this our business really relates to that so much, because of the beautiful system that we have. It's working in the background all the time, 24/7. It doesn't matter what what we are doing, and it becomes not passive, because once you have that system in place, it just keep on working and working and working all the time for you. It keeps showing up for you even when you are just enjoying your life and all of that. So to me, that is the beautiful part of this active and passive income in my journey. So I love it. I love it so much, because at the moment I just don't have that freedom to go and make an active income. So this one, I have this system that's working for me in the background while I'm showing up for my family, for my daughter, and stuff. So I am home, and I have the privilege to make an income from here. So sometimes I'm too busy with life, I can't really look after it. But the beautiful part of that automation is that it keeps on working in the background. Doesn't matter what I am doing. So that's what I love about it. So I think that is my take on for this topic, the active and the passive income, because passive income, it's working for me even if I am sleeping, and so it's working. So it's bringing in the big people into my circle, into my business, and all of that. So the potential is really limitless. So because of the automation as well, we are reaching global market. Because of our beautiful system, we have a global market. So it doesn't matter where you are. So we are here in Brisbane, Australia right now. And can you imagine that most of our some of our audience were actually looking at us, watching us from the other side of the world. And so that's what I love about this whole thing. And while we are here, like again, as I've said, so my phone just beep, and someone was just asking about how that this business actually works. So that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. So because we are doing things like this, and then the system is still working on the side, so that system is already working, and that's how are we creating the potential passive income here in our business. So that's what I love to share to everyone, to fellow moms like me who can't go to work, who doesn't have the freedom to go to a traditional 9 to 5 job. So this is actually a very good opportunity for them to explore, because yeah, with all the system that we have and the strong community that we have here, and the system that's already there in place. They don't need to really start creating anything. Everything is already set up. All they need to do is to plug in, and then yeah, show up for it, and yeah, they have the business. And then if they keep on showing up for it, if they keep on watering and nurturing that seed that they planted over the time, few years down the track, they will be harvesting those fruits, because that tree, once it's fully established, it will start to keep on bearing fruits. And that's what passive income is for me. So yeah, thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. That's really great analogy that people can really relate to. I think it's really good that how we today shared about our passive income, active income. Active is so popular, everyone knows about it, but passive has lots of, even though it's really most wanted and buzzword, everyone's confused. So that's really good that Levani defined it. I gave some examples in terms of earning, and Levani gave the real good example automation. So I think that's a complete picture about passive income. Thank you so much. And if anyone wants to like to be part of this passive income building journey, you can register on our website. We have, there's no risks, or there's no telling you to spend any money before you have the complete information about our business. So there's no reason, if you're a little bit curious about this business, also no reason not to check this out. Yeah, register on our website, whoever's website, doesn't matter, and you are welcome to, yeah, dig deep into this business. Thank you. Levani, do you want to add anything before?
Yeah, I just little add, because if you wanna register on our page, because every week we have a free webinar Wednesday and Friday, Sydney time 10 o'clock. So on that webinar, we well expand about the business, and after that there is a second step. But we will always welcome everyone. Before you decide to go to second step, try to watch wisely for our webinar. It's free. And yeah, that's all. Follow us our page, because there's lots of information about the business. You can follow us as well. Thank you, Tashi.
Thank you. Rebecca, do you want to add anything before we finish?
Yes. Yeah, so I just wanted to not really say thank you to you, that ladies, for being here today, and just wanted to say thank you as well for everyone who tune in with us, and hope to get them back again next week. But next time we come live. So as I've said, with this business, I couldn't be more grateful to really have this in my life, because a stay-home mom like me, who couldn't go to work, suddenly had that opportunity to build something so meaningful from home, without me missing out, that opportunity to really look after my family as well. So I'm super grateful, super blessed to really have this business. And I always wanted to share it, especially to fellow women, fellow moms like us. And the thing is, yeah, so I forgot to mention it before. So with this one, with active and passive income, I just remember, you don't really need to choose, between
Yeah.
having an active income or a passive income, because with the system that we have with this business, this is built for busy real life, that it suits everyone. So it doesn't mean that there's an active and passive income. Doesn't mean that you need to choose, really, because this business can just work along whatever you are doing in your life. You can keep your full-time job, you don't need to resign, you can keep a full-time, part-time, and this business, this opportunity will work perfectly around that. So how good is it, isn't it, to have an active income and a passive income on the side, isn't it? So if you have both of that in your life, I think it's such a real blessing. It's like having the best of both worlds. So for those who are tuning and listening with us, again, this is not about choosing an active or passive. This is about working them together, like marrying them together. So you perhaps retire early or build that dream life that you've always dreamed of as early as you can. So that's what I wanted to share, Tashi and Laboni. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's really
Thank you,
nice here
Rebecca.
because whatever someone, just like we say, someone's trash can be someone's treasure. Maybe our story can also, sharing our real story can also inspire other moms or struggling
Exactly.
people similar situation like us. So
Mm.
it's really good to share and add anything we can remember. So thank you so much, both the ladies.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you.
and nice to be here.
Yeah,
See
thank
you
you so
next
much,
week.
everyone.
Thank you. See you next week again.
See you next
See you.
week.